Yeah. So guys, I am on with James right now, who had purchased a copy of the F Formula, and he wrote me this wonderful testimonial. I made a great testimonial video about like how successful he's been and how it's really transformed his dating life. And um, I've asked him to talk to me further about this, not to push people to go buy the F Formula, but because I did a master class the other night, and on the master class I saw some really discouraged guys, who are in the category of 40 plus, because it was a master class on how to date in your 40s, 50s, and 60s. And a lot of the men's comments on there kind of hit me in the heart. And I kind of got a bit, not frustrated isn't the right word, but not that I was sad for them. I felt like I wasn't doing the job that I'm claiming to do properly. Like I wasn't giving enough to these guys that obviously need some assistance, some guidance. And when you sent me over that video telling me that the F Formula worked for you, you're seeing somebody now, you have all these dates lined up, it just gave me some hope again, which, and I get emails like that all the time, but I think it just came right after the masterclass. So it was perfect timing. And I wanted to talk to you because I would love for you to maybe give a little message to the guys that are watching this right now. Maybe tell some backstory about your dating life before, and just when, like, the things that you've done to change and get the results that you're getting now.
Okay, one of the biggest changes I've made was in my wardrobe.
Oh,
How I presented myself, how I walked, how I talked, how I held my shoulders, how my shoes looked. That is so important. I will tell you, your clothing matters a lot and it speaks volumes for what you do when you first walk in the room.
yeah,
Also, I had been in the radio broadcasting industry for 30 years and I thought I knew how to flirt and banter, and I can banter back and forth, but I just was not good at the flirting and getting back between the stages, and that you guys can go into further when you purchase this thing. But I just wanted to say that I learned so much about there are women think so much differently than we do. And when you come right down to it, the main thing that you really need to realize is they are human. They are human just like you are. And they are not on a pedestal, and you are not beneath them. They are equal human beings, and you have to realize that and treat them such as you would treat another friend or a person, just to make the simple rapport and get started. And I would
absolutely.
say that.
Yep. And I think that's what many of the guys on that class were not doing. They put a woman above them. They put the unknown woman above them. And that's a great message. How do you think you gained that understanding? Like, was that always something that you
No, it wasn't, because I was guilty of that myself. Up to about, I'd been single for 10 years and just started dating back in late August, early September.
oh wow.
So this is all new for me again. Um, I would say that it was just a fact that I needed to reevaluate how I was coming across. And then I realized if I relaxed a little bit and opened up my body language and didn't come across as nervous or uptight, things would change. And it leveled the whole field. It really did. This lack of being interpreted as being creepy with your convenience store clerk. She now says I'm her favorite customer, and she talks to me her head off. And it's like before that, she was closed in and nervous, and it was because I was that way.
Right.
And people read right off of your body language. They can feel how you are feeling. If you're feeling nervous, they're going to feel nervous. If you're feeling anxious, they're going to be anxious. They don't know why, but that's just the way it goes. And I figured that out too.
I love it. I mean, I could talk to you for so long about this. I just think that you're such a success story, and you really are embodying everything that I tried to teach. And sometimes, this is my insecurity when I see on the masterclass and people who are a little bit frustrated and disgruntled. And I'm just like, wait, am I not saying the right things to send that message across? So, I mean, thank you for this and for saying all the words that you're saying right now, because it lets me know that I'm on the right path, I'm getting the right message out there, and that people are actually taking in and putting it to practice and seeing the results that they deserve. So why don't you just update people now on your spicy dating life, like how the F formula is having an impact
Okay.
on your dating life.
I've had 5 dates since the late August. Two were a lot younger than I was. One was almost half my age, and I'm
Okay.
59. That didn't go well just because of it shouldn't have gone well, and it didn't. And then there was another gal in my apartment who wanted to go out with me, and I wanted her to be my wing girl, and she didn't want to have any part of being my wing girl when we were out, so
She
that
wanted a
kind of
piece of you.
spoiled. Yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah.
So then I dated a gal who I was online with, and she was 3 inches taller than I was and about 60 pounds heavier, and that didn't go well. It
Right.
just didn't look right. Didn't look right. And then I dated another gal who was in law enforcement, and we just didn't get along. We didn't even go out on the first date, but we tried. And then my latest one is a classmate, and we have hit it off wonderfully. And we tease back and forth, and we have escalated on the F formula. I won't even go in where we've escalated at. So,
I love it. But what you're saying is that you're getting to explore and have options. You're not just like twiddling your thumbs and investing heavily in one person that's giving you an opportunity. You're
right,
getting to try out different people, see what works, see what doesn't work. And then it sounds like to me, you're the one who's getting to decide that it's not working. It's not like women are disappearing on you or not giving you a second chance. You're actually
right.
saying, yeah, this isn't right for me, which
I'm
is great.
taking the proactive
Yeah.
approach here on this isn't going to work for me, and I know it, and the gut reaction tells me so. So I'm
Yeah.
moving right along on that.
I love it. Okay, so thank you so much, James. I'm going to stop recording
Okay.
now, but
All
hopefully that
right.
everybody who's watching can take this information and put to practice. I mean, any other advice that's out there that's motivating you, but the advice that James gave today about putting yourself on that even playing field and then utilizing the F formula, because it doesn't, F formula doesn't work if you're feeling less than. It'll never work if you feel that a woman is above you in some way. It's an equal playing field for both of you. Yeah, so thank you for talking with me.
Sure, you bet.